He was alone. The lashes were real. The crown of thorns, real. The cross, real. He descended into hell. He faced the powers of darkness. And he won. Invincible. His victory over hell was real. His resurrection was real. The Lamb who was slain is the Lion who rose again. All glory be given to his sacrifice for us. All glory to the King of Kings. Invincible. Yeshua, the real God. The silence of heaven, the world felt the weight when the Lamb shed his blood and sealed our fate. The torn flesh, the scorn, and the agonizing pain. The man of sorrows through whom we now reign. Real nails in his hands, real nails in his feet. The King of glory making his work complete. With his final breath, the earth began to shake. The veil was torn for our spirit's sake. Yeshua, the true King, invincible in the spiritual realm. Glory be given to his sacrifice. Glory to the King who conquered the abyss. Hey, hey, hey. His victory is real. His glory is real. Yeshua HaMashiach, the celestial King. But the tomb was not the end of the road. The light descended where the darkness flowed. He went to retake the keys of the dead, the general of war. Just as he said, he faced down hell, he faced down death. The ancient debt canceled with his holy breath. Listen to this. He descended into hell, faced the powers of evil, and was the victor. Invincible. His victory over hell was real. His resurrection was real. The Lamb who was slain is the Lion who arose. Glory be given to his sacrifice for us all. Glory be given to the true King. Invincible! Yeshua! Yeshua, the true King. Invincible in the spiritual realm. Glory be given to his sacrifice. Glory to the King who conquered the abyss. Hey, hey, hey. His victory is real. His glory is real. Yeshua HaMashiach, the celestial King. Not by might, but by total surrender. The light of the world, our great defender. The Lion of Judah broke the seals of the grave. The power of heaven, the world he came to save. Death, where is your sting? Death, where is your victory? He rose in his glory to rewrite our history. The Lamb, the Lion, Yeshua! Glory to the true King. Glory to the sacrifice. Invincible. Yeshua. The resurrection is real. The Lion has arisen. giant is there, arrogant, shouting, mocking. And us, we look far too small to win. But God does not choose the strong. He strengthens the chosen. Today, the valley of Elah will become the stage of a miracle. David, you will not go with a sword. You will not go with a spear. You will not go with a shield. You go in the name that the heavens fear. Rise, my servant. The battle is mine. When the giant rises to intimidate me, I remember who fights for me. When fear screams, I plant my feet. For God's voice is louder than the roar of hell. He takes the small, the unlikely, the ones the world rejects, just to show everyone the victory is mine. We do not win by our own strength. We do not march with our own glory. The God who brings giants down walks ahead of us. We will defeat the giant, for we go in the name of the Lord. If He spoke it, I believe it. If He commanded it, I'll go. The battle is His, the victory is ours. The impossible falls to the ground. When God steps into the war, we will win. We will defeat the giant. Look, Goliath comes armed to the teeth. You come with faith, and faith, when placed in God's hands, becomes the stone that strikes down everything that rises against you. I've seen God take shepherds and make them kings. I've seen tears become weapons and weaknesses become trophies. If He did it with David, He'll do it with me. If He brought Goliath down, He'll bring down my pain. I do not fight alone. The Lord of hosts fights for me. It's not by the sword, it's not by the spear, but by the Spirit of the living God that my enemies will fall. We will defeat the giant, for we go in the name of the Lord. If He spoke it, I believe it. If He commanded it, I'll go. The battle is His, the victory is ours. The impossible falls to the ground. When God steps into the war, we will win. We will defeat the giant. We'll defeat the giant. Giants are falling, chains are breaking, fears are collapsing, and God is taking the valley. He is the shield over us. He is the stone that's launched. He is the strength we do not have. He is the name that conquers all. The Lord is my warrior, and no Goliath remains standing. We will defeat the giant, for the living God fights for us, not by might, not by power, but by the Spirit of the Lord. The victory has already been declared. The valley already belongs to God, and Goliath has already fallen. We will win.
Daughter, before you faced giants in front of everyone, I trained you in the battles no one saw, just as I prepared David in the silence, in the field, in the cold, in the smell of the sheep. I also prepared you where no one was looking. The battles you fought alone, the tears no one wiped, the fears you defeated in silence, those were your bear and your lion. And I was there. I have always been there. And I am with you now. When no one believed in me, you called me by name. When they pushed me aside, you lifted me with your hand. Between stones, long nights, and the hidden valley, it was there I heard your voice saying, I prepare you where no one sees. I prepare you where no one sees. And when fear tried to silence my faith, you reminded me you have defeated giants before. The God who trained David in the field is the same God who strengthens me today, who strengthens me today.
I was with you in the bear, I was with you in the lion, I was with you in the battles no one saw.
And I will be with you before the giant, for I have chosen you, and those I choose I equip. I have chosen you, and those I choose I equip. David's brothers doubted him, they laughed, criticized, belittled him. But God saw him differently, just as he sees me now. What the world calls small, heaven calls prepare. Heaven calls prepare. Child, do not fear the size of the giant. Fear only forgetting who fights for you. The hidden battles did not weaken you. They forged you. I made you victorious in secret, so I could raise you up in public. Go, my child. I go before you. I believe, Lord, if we won in secret, we will win in the valley too. The God of David is the God who fights for me. The God who fights for me. The God who fights for me. I was with you in the bear,
I was with you in the lion, I was with you in the battles no one
The battle for your life is coming to an end. Jesus will return soon, and he will seek those who love him. The time of testing is nearly over. The time of glory is about to begin. The question is, whose side are you on? Signs in the sky, on the earth, and in the sea announce the return of Jesus. And with every passing day we see more clearly who is for him and who is against him. Open your eyes, for the King of Kings is returning. I look to the horizon, the storm begins to spin. The separation starts between the righteous and sin. I am no longer the man who loved the world before. I'm standing ready at the kingdom's door. I see the promise shining in the eastern sky. Redemption is coming, drawing very nigh. No more hiding, no more fear, for the King of glory has finally appeared. The trumpet sounds, the angels align. We leave the darkness and the fear behind. The King is coming, the skies break open wide. There is no place for the enemy to hide. The fire of his holy name we adore ignites the courage in the heart's core. The faithful will rise to meet the sun. The battle is over, the victory is won. When Jesus calls from the heavens above, we rise in power wrapped in his love. I will fly because he called my name. I will rise to live where he remains. I am ready for departure. The world offered me gold, fame, and sin, but I chose the cross. I fear no dragon, no beast, no lie, for truth is written across the sky. I move because you called for me. I speak because you rescued me. I walk because your fire guided me. They mocked the signs, laughed at what we preach, but now the sky is burning red, unleashed. Kingdoms will fall, nations will shake, but every step I take you are awake. Your promise is no dream to me, it is the living truth I see. You called me from the ashes of the night to walk forever in your holy light. Your name is stronger than the grave. You are the mighty one who came to save. The King is coming, the skies break open wide. There is no place for the enemy to hide. The fire of his holy name we adore ignites the courage in the heart's core. The faithful will rise to meet the sun. The battle is over, the victory is won. When Jesus calls from the heavens above, we rise in power wrapped in his love. I will not bow to idols made of gold. I will not sell the truth I hold. I will face the end without fear in me, for the King of Kings stands defending me. He is the fire that never sleeps. He is the promise heaven keeps. He is the strength that breaks all chains. He is the God whose presence reigns. The King is coming, the skies break open wide. Open your eyes, there's nowhere left to hide. The fire of his holy name we adore ignites the courage in the heart's core. The faithful rise to the Holy One. Darkness fades in the rising sun. When Jesus speaks, the mountains bow, and now we're going home to heaven now. It is finished. Welcome home, good and faithful servant. My presence is your reward. My fire was your guide. The battle is over, and I, the King of glory, am with you forever.